alright. Honey came in and she got me red-handed, creepy with the girl next door. Picture this, we were both butt naked, banging on the bathroom floor. How could I forget that I had taken her in history? All this time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off me. Oh, you said you know, man, it's a still a killer. Just a son of this all the action of the pillar. You better watch your back before she turn into a killer. Listen to the situation that you're coming in. The thing that you call, you know how to do. This is say a night, and the piece of say a thing. Never had to make you a heard what she said. And she came and you tell her, baby, over. But she got me on the counter. She saw me banging on the sofa. I even had her in the shower. She even caught me on camera. She saw the marks on my shoulder. Heard the words that I told her. Heard the screams getting louder. She stayed until it was over. Okay, students, we're going to quickly start with the activity for today. I'm just going to go ahead and check that everybody is in the class. I see Mr. Bruno in the black chair. I also see Miss Elena. I see Amcy there. I see Leah Nicole, very pretty. I see also Lyra, Maria Angela. I just see a white spot in the camera. Miss Nona. Hello, Alondra. She's putting her headphones. Mr. Eduardo. Hello, Miss Nona. Hi, Nona. Hello, Nona. Hi. I also see Mr. Eduardo there. Lia Lagarda. Hello, Julie. Mr. Luis Pablo, Pablo Andre, and the 3 nights with Freddie. I also see Marco, Eduardo, Jimena, Mr. Santiago Castillo, Silvana. Okay, I think we're just missing here. Who are we missing? Amcy, where Amcy? Amcy, I have it here. Okay, Eduardo. Lia Lagarda, Lia Nicole. I think we're just missing who? Yeah, Fernanda. Okay, we're complete. Silvana, where's Silvana there? Santiago. Bruno, Maria Angelita, Marco, Lia Nicole, Pablo, Lyra. Eduardo, where's Eduardo? Okay, there's Eduardo. Okay, very good, students. So we're going to continue with the class for today. Everybody paying attention to today's class. Right now, we're going to go over the quiz. Don't worry, right now, we're going to continue with the quiz. But first, okay, the plan for today is going to be the writing class. We're in writing now. Everybody, get your writing notebook. Everybody take out your writing so we can start working with writing. The materials that you will need are writing notebook. You're also going to need your Pearson book and pen and pencil. The pen, also you need a highlighter, okay? You will need also a highlighter, people. So be careful on there. Let me just work here. Okay, so we're going to start with this. Pen and pencil highlighter. Pen, pencil, highlighter. Okay, everybody ready? So I'm going to project here the Pearson page so you can start. First of all, I'm going to put you here what you have to write in your notebook. We're going to read about the topic of legends. We're going to learn the key features. Then we're going to work on page 75, and at the end, we're going to see a video of YouTube.
And if we have time, we will go back to the conventions quiz, okay? That's optional. I'm going to put it with little asterisk here, so it can be an optional thing to do, okay? That's good. So I'm going to start putting what you have to do in your conventions topic, in your writing topic. Everybody paying attention to what we're going to start. Okay, we're going to start talking about a legend. We are going to start talking about a legend, and I need for you to write this in your notebook, okay? It says, a legend is, a legend, it's written all together, is a story. Sorry for that, my bad, let me erase this. Okay, a legend, I'm going to be writing it here so you can go ahead and copy it in your notebook, okay? I need for you to copy this in your notebook. Everybody, I need for you to copy this in your notebook. Here, we're going to put it here. Okay, it says, I'm going to put it in a Word so you can copy it much better. I'm going to share here a Word page. Let me open a Word page. Start opening your notebook, your writing notebook, or another page that you have, so you can start copying this. Okay, here we go. This is a new activity. Okay, we're going to talk about legends. Okay, legends. It's going to remember to put your combo. Everybody to put your name. Whoa. It happened the same thing. All right, well, I'm going to do it here. It says, start copying this. A legend is a story about a hero or heroes that may be based on historical events. Okay, legends often put historical figures in fictional situations or give them fictional traits. The students, this is not, you don't have to do this. That's the definition of the legend. A legend is a story about a hero or heroes that may be based on historical events, and legends often put historical figures in fictional situations or give them fictional traits. That's what's the definition for legends, okay? I'm going to stop sharing here so you can go ahead and copy again. Here it is. Okay, let me project this. Let me go back to the one that we were doing here. Okay, that's the definition for legend, students. Okay, Nona, what's the question?
Can you put more big the letters?
Yes. Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to put it bigger. Let me just fix this. Okay. They're going to be there. Oops. I'm going to put it like this. Like this. There it is. It says. Yes, Lia Lagarda?
Two things. One, what is a combo?
Okay, right now I'm going to put the combo. Okay, let me put the combo. Okay, that's the combo, students. I'm going to put the value right now. Let me just go ahead and perseverance. That's the combo, okay? And it says, a legend is a story about a hero or heroes that may be based on historical events. Legend often put historical figures in fictional situations or give them fictional traits, okay? That's what you have to start copying. Then I'm going to put the key features in the writer's checklist, okay? So you can copy this. Okay. Sorry, don't worry. Right now I'm going to fix that. Okay, here it is. Writer's checklist. We're going to write the checklist. Remember that you should, that's the writer's checklist. Okay. Okay, that's the first thing. You have to create an imaginary story based on historical events. You have to use details to describe fictional, to describe fiction, the fictional traits of a heroic character. That's the second one. You have to include also details about the historical setting. That's also one thing that you have to do. And build the plot to the climax of the story, okay? So copy that. You also have to use adverbs correctly. That's very important, students, to use the adverbs correctly. That's the writer's checklist. Now we're going to write the key features. All this you have to be writing it in your notebook, okay? You have to be writing all this in your notebook, students. Okay, now I'm going to write the key features, so you can go ahead and write them also. The key features are very easy. They're just 3. You have to tell about the great deeds. Let me see if I can write them here. Sorry, my bad. Okay, I'm going to write them. The first key feature it tells about the great deeds Okay, that's the first key feature, okay? Another key feature that is very important right now, we'll answer the questions of Elisa, Elena, and Lia Lagarda, okay? Right now, I will answer the questions. Start copying this, people. Right now, when I finish, I will answer the questions. But first, copy this, please. You have to tell about the great deeds of a hero. You also have to invent or exaggerate. That's very important. To invent or exaggerate or exaggerate. You have to invent or exaggerate the character traits of a hero. That's also a very important key feature, okay? Invent or exaggerate the characteristic traits of a hero. And the last one that is very important is that the story offers a part that is fiction and the other part that is fact. Okay, those are the three characteristics or the key features. We have the checklist and we have the key features. You have to copy this in your notebook, okay? We have the meaning, which is a legend, is a story about a hero or heroes that may be based on historical events. Legends often put historical figures in fictional situations or give them fictional traits. We're talking like a legend. It can be the legend of Hercules. Hercules was the strongest man of all the world, and he could do everything. He was very strong. He could do everything. That's a legend. That's a person that it's a myth, it's a legend, it's a person that it cannot be true, but it happens with real events. That means that it has real things. It talks about Greek, it talks about the gods, it talks about the ancient Rome. It tells about events that were true, but the person of Hercules, we don't know if he did exist or not. That's an exaggeration. We already know that, so that's a legend. We also know about leyendas like La Llorona, the legend of the Llorona. It's a Mexican legend, and we know that it cannot be true or it can be false. We do not know. And we know that it's about a woman that her kids died in a river, and she goes every night crying for her babies, crying for her kids. And the myth says that she steals or she kills all the other kids that are in the streets. That's like the legend of La Llorona. It's a Mexican legend. Those are legends. We don't know if they're true, but we know that they're in fact. Some things are true, but some things are not true, and they're exaggerating some characteristics of the main character, okay? So the checklist to remember is that you have to create an inventive story based on a historical event. You have to use details to describe fictional traits of a heroic character. You have to include details about the historical setting. That means that you have to tell us where the story happens, and that place has to be true. The place that we're talking about has to be true. That means that we're talking about a true city, about a true state, or a true country. You have to build a plot to a climax. That means that you have to invent the whole story or to build up the story, and you have to use adverbs. That's very important, to use the correct adverbs. Now, the key features are that you have to tell about a great deed of a hero, what a hero made, something that is very impressive. Like in the Hercules was the king of all the gods, and he was the strongest hero. And you have to invent exaggerated characteristics, and you have to offer a part that is fiction, and you have to offer a part that is fact, okay? So let's see, Leah, what's the question, Leah Lagardo? What's the question, Leah? Yeah, I think she doesn't have any question. Okay, Lyra, what's the question, Lyra?
Teacher, but that quiz we're gonna that quiz we're gonna take a photo and send them to you.
Yes, you have to take a picture and send it to me by Algebraics.
Okay.
Very good. Okay, now Jimena, let me answer your question. Yes, Jimena?
I don't have a question.
Okay, thank you. Very good, Jimena. Okay, so everybody, if you finish writing, please put in the chat a number 1 so I can continue with the activity. Put a number 1 in the chat if you finish. Lyra, Bruno, only 1. You have to exaggerate with all those ones. Amsi, Silvana. Please, oh, okay, hurry up, Jimena, hurry up. It's very easy, you just have to copy. Okay, Lyra, Maria Angel. Who else finished? Let's see, Eduardo, Elisa, Elena, did you finish? Luis Pablo, Julie. Leah Lagarde finished also. Okay, hurry up, students, Amsi. Very good, very good. Okay, I'm just going to give a couple of minutes to continue with this with the activity for today, okay? Eduardo finished, very good, Eduardo. Finish copying this, students, so we can continue. Okay, Luis Pablo finished. Very good. Amsi also, Lia Lagarda, Bruno. We already know, Bruno, that you finished. You too, Silvana, I already know that you finished. Okay. One more minute. One more minute. At 11:25, we're going to continue with the next activity, okay? (11:25) people, you have 40 seconds. Hurry up. Right now we're going to start with we're going to see an activity in the Pearson book. And at the end, we're going to see a little video about the legends. Okay? Everybody finished? (15 minutes, 15 seconds. Hurry up. It's very easy. You just have to copy. Okay, time's up, students. Time's up. Everybody, we're going to continue. Hurry up, Amsi. Go to drink water. Hurry up. Okay, I'm going to close the chat now. I'm going to close it. Very good, Nona. Very good. Okay, I'm going to continue with the activities. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing here. We already know what is a legend. We already know a lot of legends like Hercules, La Llorona, Sleepy Hollow. All those are legends. Legends are invented stories that can be fantasy or they can be fact. Remember, they have both two main features. They have half of the story is fiction, half of the story is fact, and the stories are very like exaggerated. They have exaggerated characteristics or characters that have exaggerating traits. So now I'm going to share you an activity that we're going to be working on Pearson. Everybody open your Pearson book to page 67, page 67, please. Everybody go to Pearson and open your Pearson book on page 67, okay? 67, 67, 67, everybody. We're going to read this The students model the legend of Hiram Bingham. I'm going to ask for you to read this. If you can read it in your Pearson book, it's better because here in the computer it seems a little bit different. So everybody open your Pearson book to page 67. Everybody go to page 67. Okay. It says students model. We're going to read a little essay, a little paragraph about the legend of Hiram Bingham. Okay, I'm going to call people to read. People that want to read, raise your hand. Everybody raise your hand if you want to read. Raise your hand, raise your hand. Please raise your hand if you want to read. Okay, Silvana, Amsi, Luis Pablo, who else? Julie and Nona. Those 5 people are going to read. Silvana, Amsi, Luis Pablo, Julie, and Nona. Those are the people that are going to read, okay? Okay, Silvana, start reading. I will open your microphone, Silvana. There you go.
The legend of Hiram Bingham, tales of Hiram Bingham's learning adventures. Period still told throughout the land. Bingham was an explorer who went on a search to find ancient ruins.
Inca ruins.
Inca ruins.
Very good. Thank you, Silvana. Okay. Now, Amsi, continue reading. Let me open your microphone. There. He traveled
hundreds of millions of his kids, climbing steep cliffs, swimming dangerous water, and catching his way through the thick jungle.
Okay. Thank you, Amsi. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amsi. Now we're going to go with Luis Pablo. Luis Pablo, once he fell.
Teacher, but one thing, what page you say?
Page 67.
Oh. Okay.
Once he fell
into a pit of poisonous snakes, but he stayed clean. It is said that
Bingham
Wilhelm stopped the snakes from strings just be threateningly staring at them.
Okay, thank you, Luis Pablo. Thank you, thank you. Julie, continue reading, Julie. Nothing could stop him. Read the paragraph.
Nothing could stop him. One day, Brigham needed to cross a deep gorge. There was a 1,900 foot drop to a rising river. So Brigham cut down a tree and light it crossed the gorge from a right.
Okay, thank you, Julie. Thank you so much. Alondra?
Then he cautiously strolled across the unsteady tree trunk. After Bingham had finally climbed high in the Ames Mountains, he met a young boy who led him an ancient ruin.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Very good, Alondra. Now, I'm going to call Miss Jimena to continue reading.
One day, behind me, zero crossed the bridge. There was 190 foot drop.
No, we don't go there. We are where it says they're completely covered by jungle. The last paragraph.
Then in there that says then he casually strolled across.
No, they're completely covered by jungle vegetation.
They don't see Mr.
Here. They're completely covered by jungle vegetation.
Okay. Their complete covered jungle vegetation was the last city of the Incas, Machu Picchu. At last, being made reached the end of his quest.
Very good, Jimena. Very good. Thank you so much. Okay, students. So that's a story. That's a very exaggerated story. It's like an adventure of Benham. They're exaggerating the story about the climbing. So now we're going to go to the workbook, page 75. Everybody go to page 75 in your Pearson book. We're going to work on page 75, okay? Everybody on page 75, please. Page 75. I'm going to go here to page 75. Give me a second. I'm waiting for the computer to load so we can go to workbook page 75. Okay, here it is. The legends, the writing, the key features. Remember, the key features of a legend may be based on historical characters or events, or exaggerating the great deals of a hero, using details to describe the fictional traits of a hero, and is often part of fact and part fiction. Okay, we're going to read the Pecos Bill and the Mountain Lion. As a young boy, Pecos Bill in Texas, when a neighbor moved in 50 miles away, his folks decided it was getting way too crowded. They hitched their cows and mules to their covered wagons and hill beds. Bill, who was 4, sat in the back of a wagon, crossing the Pecos River. The wagoneer wheel hit a hole. Bill was thrown into the river. He shouted excitedly, "Wait for me!" But no one heard him cry. When his mom discovered he was missing, the family hastily turned back, but sadly couldn't find him. An old grandfather coyote found Bill and brought him up. Bill learned to talk to the coyotes. As he grew older, he ran so speedily that he could outrun an antelope. He grew so strong that he could catch a buffalo. One day, many years later, Bill's brother Chuck came right by. Chuck recognized Bill at once, although Bill insisted that he was a coyote. Chuck convinced him that they were brothers. He persuaded Bill to journey with him to the ranch where Chuck was a cowboy. Chuck suggested that Bill ride on the back of his pony, but Bill refused. Instead, he jumped on a snake, standing listening in the grass, and rode it until they met a mountain lion. The lion jumped at Bill, but he fought back, vigorously pulling the lion's hair. After several hours, the lion begged Bill to stop. "Very well," said Bill, "but you must let me ride with you like a pony." The lion agreed, using a snake as a whip. Bill continued on his way at sunrise. Several days later, Chuck and Bill rode up to the ranch. A man 7 feet tall, wearing a cowboy hat, greeted them. He took one look at Bill and said, "I've been the boss of this ranch for many years, but you're boss from now on. Anyone who can ride a mountain lion and use a snake as a whip can be a boss here for as long as he lives." Okay, so the story is about Pecos Bill. Pecos Bill was a baby that was lost in the forest. He got lost, but he was raised. He was like, the new family was the Coyotes. Coyotes started to be the Pecos Bill family, and one day Chuck, the brother of Bill, got back to him and they found him. but he was already grown up. He was a man, and he wanted to go back to the farm, to the ranch where Chuck and all the rest of the family lived. And Bill refused to do that. He wanted to stay with the coyotes. But he figured out that the coyotes were not going to be his family for all the time. So he decided to go to the ranch, but he went in a mountain lion. He was riding a mountain lion, okay? So it says, what exaggerated did Pecos Bill are included in the legend? What do you think are two exaggerations that we can write here? One is very easy. So raise your hand if you know an exaggeration. Bruno, what is an exaggeration that you think is in the story? What can be an exaggeration?
That an old grandfather coyote rescued.
What?
An old grandfather coyote rescued.
Yes, but there's one that is more exaggerated. Pecos Bill, like this one.
He went to a mountain.
That's one exaggerated. He ride it a mountain lion, and he used it a snake as a whip. And Bill was raised by a coyote family. Those are two exaggerations, students. Write them please in your notebook. That Pecos Bill ride a lion and uses a snake as a whip, and Bill was raised by a coyote. And circle the part of the story that may be based on fact. That one that can be fact here in the story is that, okay, copy those two. Those two are the answers. And one fact is that it can be this one, look. You can go ahead and circle this. Okay. Circle that paragraph, please. Those are the two answers, people, okay? The two answers, and you have to circle that paragraph. One day, many years later, Bill's brother, Chuck, came right by Chuck, recognizing Bill once, although Bill insisted he was a coyote. Okay, that is a fact. That can happen. Okay? Very good, students. So this is the end of the class. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and look again in the Biblioteca Virtual, don't worry. And right now, in 10 minutes, we're going to go to the last class. At 11:50, connect again, okay? 11:50 for the conventions class. It'll be the last class, okay? See you right now, students. Thank you so much. See you next class in conventions. Bye-bye.